It is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So here to lead out the offense in his first year as a Dolphin, but 15th overall, it's the bearded veteran Ryan Fitzpatrick. And the new coaching staff coming in, they finally decided to pull the plug on the Ryan Tannehill era after 7 seasons and no playoff wins. So enter Ryan Fitzpatrick, signed in free agency, fittingly on St. Patrick's Day, by the way. But last year with Tampa Bay, you remember Fitzpatrick got off to that incredible start. Over 400 yards passing in each of the first 3 games of the year, 11 total touchdown passes, and now it's his time to do it with Miami. A look now at the Miami offense.
I remember when Laramie Tunsil was coming out of Mississippi and I was evaluating him for the draft in 2016. I ended up writing down a description that I tended to like, and I'm going to use it here now. He's got feet like a receiver. He's got a body like an offensive lineman and hands like a boxer. Put it all together, you got a heck of an offensive lineman.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, here are the starters for New England. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So out comes the Patriots offense as they'll get their first shot at things here. They'll be led out by the only 6-time Super Bowl champion in league history. In his 20th season now, Tom Brady.
Partner, do we still count this as the holiday season?
A little bit of a gray area, but I think you can.
Okay, well, we just passed it, right? Well, the gifts keep coming to our guy, don't they?
They do.
I mean, think about this now. Clinch the playoff spot. Offensive player of the week in Week 16. I think he's going to keep going. I think he's going to keep firing away. I don't think they pull back at all.
Yeah, and everybody for them rounding into form right now. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. Julian Edelman, his numbers from a week ago. Comfortably up over 100 yards when cruising past that number, and 2 touchdowns.
How'd you like to be the D coordinator this week? He watched that game last week, and I know his first thought was, we have to find a way to take him out of the game plan. We cannot let him do that to us.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Mike, 45. All day, dog.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20.
There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Fitzpatrick on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 2nd and 10, Fitzpatrick. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 43. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and build a play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
On 2nd and 9, Brady dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well-organized, well-coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Gostkowski, the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
13 games going on here in this final Sunday of 2019, the final Sunday of the regular season. 3 more games still to come following us. Raiders, Broncos, Cards, Rams, and Niners, Seahawks. And then we'll know the 12 teams who will continue on into the playoffs starting next Saturday here on EA Sports. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Back to 20. Back two. Squeeze, double.
Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. The catches like that, that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the 2nd round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sporting 86 as a rookie. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Throw complete, Fitzpatrick to Parker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
On third and short, Drake. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I got you.
On second down, it's Drake. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Fitzpatrick. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to... wind up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady gives to Michelle. And some room to maneuver. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 41 yards on the ground. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. You got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And he spins past him and into space. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Brady escaping the pressure right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. And that catch for Julian Edelman, by the way, number 500 of his NFL career. Not bad for a 7th-round pick.
A 7th-round quarterback out of Kent State. What a career Julian Edelman has had, remaking himself into a...
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Jerome Baker able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Flush to his... And he's in! Touchdown, Patriots! Philip Dorsett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now 21-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Fitzpatrick now. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady eluding the pressure right. He's got him in. Complete. It's Julian Edelman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Brady deferring to White on the draw. White's got a first down and more. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll start up at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Jets who have the lead in the second quarter. Quincy Enunwa, a touchdown reception. Next, we're off to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And that one all tied against the visiting Steelers. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they lead the visiting Atlanta Falcons at halftime. Jakeem Grant, a touchdown catch in that first half. In the game you're watching, it's who else? Tom Brady with a strong first half. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns, and he has run for another. As for the call of the second half, we turn things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And these guys locked into that #1 seed. That's been a foregone conclusion for a while now. The question on everyone's mind, can they finish the regular season a perfect 16-0?
And it all comes back to philosophy of the organization, philosophy of the head coach, and, of course, the locker room itself. What do the players want to do? And I think what most teams would do in this situation is approach it, let's win every game, but let's be smart about doing it. So that doesn't mean that they're going to go all out if, indeed, they do need to rest a few people.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Benjamin Watson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it is 28-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now on first down, Drake again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Fitzpatrick. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Powers through. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel and able to get it across the 10 to the 15. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
first down. Here's White. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Rip.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go. And got his man. Complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush. A lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. To throw, it's Brady. They'll roll him out right, and Thomas has it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
43. Check, 43. Watch the run, Sugar.
On the ground, this is Michel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Gets it to Bryce Butler, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Fitzpatrick gets this to Parker. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Fitzpatrick again. It's complete. Stills. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
To throw is Fitzpatrick, and his throw is incomplete. Bryce Butler, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Michael Bannon. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. 3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down again. Lawrence Guy make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And you can see it's no race for the top spot. That's been decided. These guys will hope to get through Week 17 in one piece before they host a division round game in 2 weeks' time.
And I think that what they'll do is be very selective about who plays in this game. All right, there's certain guys that maybe are starters, but maybe haven't played as much as other guys during the year. Maybe they still need their timing back. Other guys you're going to put in bubble wrap and put them on the sidelines and tell them we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it'll be second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Michelle. They'll get 3 up to midfield. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. File that under something you don't see very often there. Tom Brady's scrambling for the first down. Last year, he finally went over 1,000 yards rushing for his career, and you think about it, this is a guy that's been in the league for almost 2 decades. Not the fleetest of foot, but he's showing right there. He's got a little... And now off to the races, down the right right side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Check Mike 45. No chance. Back, back, back. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey, ball 66.
Brady going to look to throw. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third? And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that will extend this big lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Pats, they've indeed run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to ever do so. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll limp to the finish line with a final record of 5-11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Patriots win 16-0. Yeah.
Start your week by installing your game plan. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to Foxborough. Standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Let's bring to the Super Bowl. Yeah.
The first of four berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the very, very talented Andrew Luck.
And Andrew Luck's skill set is absolutely fantastic. There's not anything that he can't do as a quarterback on the field. But I also think that he absorbed a little bit by osmosis some of that great bloodline. His father, formerly a quarterback in the NFL as well.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And here are the Colts offensive starters.
And this is a unit that has to feel good about itself. Got the win last week in the wild card round, and oftentimes we say you want to get the open week and get some rest, but many times we see the upsets happen with a team that won the week before and has momentum on its side.
From the gun on third down, Luck. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it. Defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So out come the Patriots here to get their first shot on offense. Now they're led out by a guy who's done just about everything you could ever imagine to do in this league, the great Tom Brady.
It's been a lot of fun watching him develop in his career. But that will to win, he's had that probably since birth, and it transmits itself.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Luck. This one complete to Devin Funchess. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Quick throw here to Hilton. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. He's got Jack Doyle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's Luck. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On play action, it's Brady. Going deep here for Edelman. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman. 69 yards, and the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down, it's Ware. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Luck, and that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 46 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And it is now 21-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay,
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Luck. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Dietrich Wise. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Luck. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And now Edelman. The great blocking nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brady now going to leave it with Michelle on the draw. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's our field. It's our field. Shadow.
From the 35 on second down. Brady flushed out right. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. That's caught. It's Thomas. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one and another first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colt offense and T.Y. Hilton making their way back out. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts. One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Dante Hightower. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Mike Bennett, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And the catch made by Hilton. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Edelman set to return. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Winner. Go home. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Edelman there, and it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Brady escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll run on first down. Michel. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10, right at the 40. Flush to his right. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, it's White. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. On second down, Michel. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here is Andrew Luck, the focus of our player spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit,
the Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Lott. They'll find Hines out of the backfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Locke. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Locke. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. Luck now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the run. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Throwing again is Locke. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
This is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Back to the air. Locke on 2nd down. He finds Taylor. Complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now a first down throw. Locke. Complete to Hilton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Luck now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now it's Locke. And it's caught. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On second and goal. Luck, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the Colts are in for 6.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year, looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now, the Patriot offense set to take over again. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And Noah...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Luck now to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 40.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. To throw is Lott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now on second and 16. Luck. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Back to throw. Luck. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know if you...
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30, 20, 10, 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. They'll run for it with Michel. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us. And they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never
that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Off of play action. Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
On first down, Luck. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
53. Check 53. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They begin with Michel on the ground. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, D.
Brady going to throw here. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Brady now to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 35. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to Foxborough. Standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Bet you I'll be playing Carolina.
The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
Good. 180. Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. Back deep for... New England, Julian Edelman. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. That's taken on the 25. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Patriots take over. So here are the Patriots now in excellent field position to start things out. And they're led out by a guy who's done just about everything you could ever imagine to do in this league, the great Tom Brady.
It's been a lot of fun watching him develop in his career. But that will to win, he's had that probably since birth, and it transmits itself throughout his entire ball club. Watching him play, it can be an absolute joy unless you're on the other team.
Brady now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Able to find a lot of empty space. Base there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. To throw is Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time.
And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Lawrence Guy coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just... blanket the field, and this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
Wait, set. 180. 53. Check 53. Defense wins championships, baby. 72.
So after the INT, it's Brady out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
You got it.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Brady going to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. After 1-7. Nothing on EA Sports.
Wait, set. Wide 20. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Go Bandit.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is James Lane. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Now Brady. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Mike, 180. Mike, you ain't doing nothing to that.
Throwing, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Wait, set, wide, 80. Check, 53 is Mike. Man, I got you. Hey.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He's going to take a shot as a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman there to make the grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, and he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Trying for Edelman again. This time he's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So we come upon halftime. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing now is Brady. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Brady gives this to White.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're running it. It's Michel. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired, and hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On the ground, Michel. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Brady. Dorsett making the catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
29, Alpha. You don't know no better.
Brady now on first down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Sheldon Richardson forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Again, it's Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they have been dominant in this one. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Check. 180. 53. Mike. Oh, you got deep?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
180. 15. Check Mike 15. No gain on this defense. No gain.
Mayfield now from the 50. And his throw here's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And it's second. Down.
180. 50. Alert. Don't let him breathe.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 39.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it, baby.
Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. So certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
And it's Michelle once again. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. New England on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll roll him out right. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 24 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. He's got the first down inside the 10. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Brady now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. They come out here in the I. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with White. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
180. All day, punt.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Julian Edelman gets ready to take the field again here on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
On 2nd down now, Michelle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Wait, 20. 53, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, ball 66.
Brady going to throw here. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And he's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Now Brady on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties. And they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And that will write a finish to this ball game. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start your week by installing your game plan.